Let's make the gingerbread camper van. And I wasn't going to do this one, but my husband was looking at the little houses I was making and he said, I'm going to make a hippie house. And I said, I do have a camper van. And he got all excited. So this was from my husband. And he said he had some very basic, you'll see it. He says his art skills ended at fourth grade. So you don't have to make this super realistic is my basic point. Okay, so now the way that I'm starting this out, I have the two sides and there's a front piece here that has like a little, there's the wheels here, it lifts it up off the ground, and the front piece has a little square notch cut out, and you'll see that on the pattern. I will put the pattern in the description. You can go get that on my website. And then I have two little, they're basically like little gingerbread men cookies, kind of propped up like blocks. And when I rolled this gingerbread out, everything is exactly 1/4 inch because I use dowels to measure it. And see, this is not enough icing, so I'm going to cut a little hole that's bigger. But anyway, everything is exactly 1/4 inch. And if you do it that way, then this works perfectly because I could kind of prop up the base of the camper van as I'm working on it. And you will need to prop it up because it's difficult to put this together. Especially if the icing isn't perfect, you want to give the icing time to dry before the front piece and the little wheels have to support the weight of it. And this icing was the perfect consistency. I've talked about this. I just did a video for a lighthouse, a little gingerbread lighthouse, and I talked about the consistency. I will put the recipe in there. There is a recipe for the royal icing in my website, but I also did a video about it. You can look for that. But see how I have that propped up in the front with two little cookies? It's exactly the right height. And you want to make sure that when you're propping it up, you put it under the base of the sides there, not under the front or the back, because it'll push it up. And I'll show you that in a minute. Now take the pattern and make sure that you have the right pieces in place before you even start this. Because there were a few pieces I was not sure about, and I had to take the pattern out and kind of hold it up to the pattern to make sure. When you're ready to start this, you're going to just put a strip of icing all the way to the back and do that on either side of the camper. And I just waited to do the back part until I got there. It might, if your icing is really, really dry, it might start drying out, but it usually will be fine. Just put a strip of icing across that front section. I've already attached the front section, and I did that while I was talking. But then you're going to take the pieces in the order that they were on the pattern. That's why I had the pattern out to make sure. And I actually ended up having an extra piece. I don't know what happened. But if you have extra pieces, that's fine. And just layer these on and keep going and just keep building it. Add another strip of icing to each piece as you're sticking them together. And you can smooth it out. Like I'm smoothing it out here with my finger to make sure that all the icing is in the cracks and all the holes are filled in because you do want it to be pretty solid. This icing will dry hard as a rock. It's really good cement for gingerbread houses, but it has to be the right consistency. And like I said, this was the perfect consistency. If it is really humid where you are, this might be really difficult to make because I used to live in Florida. There was a special kind of humidity in Key West, and everything takes longer to dry. There's really no way around it, and you might have to prop things up with a box on the inside, or you could make a cardboard template and glue it together and build the gingerbread over it. But just make sure that everything has time to dry before you start decorating it, because if you put pressure on gingerbread and the icing isn't stuck together and dry, then the whole thing will just collapse. But you're just going to work your way along here with the pieces that it says on the pattern in that order. Because I've made this template so that you just have the pieces. You don't have to curve any gingerbread. And the little short pieces go around the curves. And I'll show you what I'm going to do later to kind of smooth all of this out. But as you're working, you can't smooth it out like I'm doing now. And this, like I said, this also makes it kind of fills in any gaps and that kind of thing. You don't need to do this on the inside, just do it on the outside and work your way around. Do it on both sides of the camper, but be gentle because if you press too hard, it's going to press that piece in and it'll just collapse. And then you're going to have a whole bunch of pieces and you won't know where they go and it's a mess. If that does happen though, you can fix it. It's not a big deal. And even if you break a piece of gingerbread, you can take a piece of cardboard and glue it to the back to support the break. And you can still use it. And people don't have to eat these. These can be for decoration. Now, this is the section that I was looking at this. I'm like, I don't think that that's right because it didn't look like the base was fitting the curve. And so I took this off and I put a little piece on And I think it turns out that I was right the first time, but we'll see. But as you're doing this, if things don't seem to be fitting, it's okay to move things around and just be gentle. Like I said, if you're pulling things on and off of it, be gentle so that you're not going to yank something and wreck the whole thing. But if you have it propped up in the front with the little things, if you have something that's half inch, like the same height as the wheel, and it's supporting the base of the sides, then you can mess around with it a little bit, and it'll be okay. And so I guess I went back to this, but see, I'm testing it out now because it doesn't seem to be lining up. So I'm like, okay, but that's okay to do. Okay, I think that it looked like this is supposed to go here, and like I said, I ended up with an extra piece, so I'm not sure how that works. But sometimes you just end up with an extra piece and you can fill it in with royal icing or whatever. And if I remember correctly, I end up taking this off again. So it's okay to change, it's okay to move things around while you're building it. Just use your best judgment to fill in things and make it look correct as you're doing it. And see, I took this, now see, that's pressing up too much. So this piece, I think I took that little piece out because this is going to make the next piece, you'll see, be too far down. You don't want the back to fall. See, if I put this one on, it's going to be too far. So I ended up taking the little piece off. I'll take it off in a sec. But what you want to do, and I'm moving this farther up. If I put this on, it's going to be all the way down on the bottom, which I guess is okay if you want to hold it up, but it's not going to look like as much like a van. So I decided to pull this piece out and move this one up and try that. So, as I said, you can, it's a little freeform. It's gingerbread. Have fun with this. And if you have to move things around, that's okay. I actually realized as I was putting these together that I had forgotten to cut one piece out. And when I made the gingerbread, I saved a little bit so that I was like, just in case I'm missing a piece, I'll be able to make the piece without having to remake all the gingerbread, because it's a pain. And I have the recipe for this gingerbread on my website. All the links for everything that you'll need, including the template for the camper, is in the description of this video. You can just go get that. And it's all free. There's no, this is a free pattern. You don't have to pay for it. So just make sure that when you're putting this all together, it kind of ends up here. Now, if it turns out that you have a piece that is just way too big and there's no way that you can fit it, you can take scissors and very carefully cut this gingerbread, or take a serrated knife, like a bread knife, and just kind of saw it, because this construction gingerbread is hard as a rock. It's not meant to be eaten. It's meant to be built with, and you can move it around and break it. Or, like I mentioned before, you can make a cardboard piece to take the place of one of the gingerbread house pieces. And you'll see what I'm going to do with the icing. You're not going to be able to see it. You're not going to be able to see the gingerbread, or if you have the cardboard in there, no one will know once you cover it up with the royal icing. And that's the next step. But it's okay to do that. And you just have fun. Like I said, make this a fun project and not something that is a perfectionist nightmare. And see, this piece is extra. So I ended up breaking it in half, and I used it to prop up the back. But what I should have done, and I will tell you to do this, is don't prop up the back or the front. Use it. See, I just broke it in half and propped it up here. Don't prop it up under the back. Put it under the frame of the sides, because when I did this, it was pushing that back piece up and off of the camper, and I didn't like that was structurally wrong. So I ended up putting up more pieces under the frame, and you'll see that in the next section. But at this point, everything is put together, so you can go back in and kind of smooth out the joints. And if it does look crooked, see, this was kind of wonky. You might have to pick it up and kind of move the sides out a little bit to make it more upright. But you can do that as you're working on it too. And I think that I did leave that in here, because I did end up kind of pulling I pulled this side out because it was a little bit leaning. And once you pull that side out, it'll make that side taller. Yeah, see what I'm doing here? I'm getting ready to do it. I'm thinking, should I try this? And then I said yes. So just do this, but very gently, kind of adjust things. And if your icing is the right consistency, it's fine to do this. If your icing is very soft, it might make everything collapse. So you just have to be really careful at this point. but get it to where it looks pretty even. And remember that every gingerbread house has a back. Unless you're using it as a centerpiece and people can walk all the way around it, they're not going to see one side is a little crooked. It's okay. Now, see, this looks crooked. It really wasn't. Visually, it wasn't when you're looking at it, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. So this is the final camper after it had dried. And see how I have it, oh, I have it propped up in the back. Oh, this is very dark, but I'm just smoothing it over with royal icing, and that's how you smooth it out. So you can smooth it with royal icing, and then you can actually take sandpaper and sand it down. This is what my husband did, 4th grade, like he said. It's very cute. So he made it a hippie van, and he put a rainbow on the side, and that's about it. It was a fun house.